Hello everyone, I am Dr. Anjani Achanta. I am a consultant nephrologist at Renova Hospital, Sanat Nagar. So now I am going to tell you about diabetic kidney disease. That is, in patients with diabetes who can develop kidney disease. So first, before understanding diabetic kidney disease, I will tell you what is the progression. So when can the kidney disease can occur and how fast does it progress in a diabetic patient. So this is the natural history of type 1 diabetes. As you know, we have type 1 and type 2 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes usually, it's a deficiency of insulin, usually manifests very early in adolescent age, sometimes even in childhood. And the child or the adult, he grows into an adult with diabetes. So since he is being dependent on insulin since child, it's very easy to manifest what are the changes which can occur because of diabetes in them. In type 2 diabetes is usually because of insulin resistance, which occurs at older age, in the middle age, like 30s to 40s, because of your stress factors, because of your lifestyle factors, because of your genetic mutations. It can occur at a later stage of your age. So by the time it is detected, the diabetes has already been present in your body for significant period of time. So it's very difficult to predict what is going to happen in the body after the onset of diabetes, because it is mostly undetected and gets detected only with routine tests in comparison to type 1 diabetes. So as you can see, so the stages are like you have pre-stage and an incipient stage and overt stage. Pre-nephropathy stage. Here this usually occurs within 5 years of diagnosis of your diabetes in a type 1 diabetes. So this is specifically restricted to a type 1 diabetes. So between the onset of diabetes, which is considered as 0 year, to the 5 years, you can develop a pre-stage, pre-nephropathy stage, where because of diabetes, your kidney is hyperfiltration. So your GFR, which is the glomerular filtration rate, it is very high. It comes to about 25 to 50% than the normal. So your kidney, because of diabetes and hyperglycemia or high sugar levels, it is hyperfiltrating. And what does it cause? It causes your kidneys to enlarge, because this hyperglucose, they modify in your body and they become advanced glycation end products and they get deposited within the kidney. As a result, the kidney structure, it usually enlarges in size. So this is the stage of pre-nephropathy, where your kidney is hyperfiltrating and you have renal hypertrophy. So if you do test at this point of level, you may not find anything abnormal except for your serum creatinine values, which are usually low, around 0.5 to 0.6. So that indicates your kidney is hyperfiltrating, that's all. Doesn't mean you do not have kidney disease. It's in an incipient stage. It's a very minimal stage and it can progress to advanced stages if you do not control diabetes at this point of stage. The second stage is an incipient stage. Incipient stage, which usually develops between 5 to 15 years of diabetes. So between 5 to 15 years of the onset of diabetes, that is, this stage, pre-stage is usually not detected. Incipient stage, you can have microalbuminuria and hypertension. So you can start passing small amounts of protein in your urine. Usually, normally whatever the protein is passed in the urine, for a normal person, it's about less than 150 to 300 milligram per day. So of this, albumin is usually 30% and it is usually less than 30. So in the microalbuminuria stage, what happens is the amount of albumin which is being passed in the urine usually increases. So if you do a urine dipstick test, you can get 1 plus to 2 plus albumin or a trace albumin also, and you can start developing hypertension. This is also the stage where your insulin requirements are little low. So that is also can happen at an incipient diabetes stage. So structurally, what happens, this advanced glycation products, because of high sugars, all these, they get deposited in the kidney and they cause mesangial expansion and glomerular basement membrane thickening, arteriohyaliness. All these result in passing protein in the urine and development of hypertension. As I said, this stage usually takes 5 to 15 years to develop. Next is the stage of overt nephropathy or overt kidney disease. This is the stage which usually occurs more than 15 years of your diabetes, 15 to 25. So usually this is the stage of overt nephropathy. Here you can pass protein in the urine. Here you can have a very gross amount of loss of protein, which is called as nephrotic syndrome, with a decrease in glomerular filtration rate or a rise in serum creatinine. So usually serum creatinine increases more than 1.5 at this point of stage. And the classic biopsy features are mesangial nodules or Kimmel-Stier-Wilson lesions, which can occur in the biopsy. So at this stage, if you do a urine test, you will be passing about 7 grams to 8 grams of protein, or your protein content in urine dipstick will show about 3 to 4 plus, and serum creatine value is usually more than 1.5. If this stage is left like this, it can progress to end stage kidney disease. So this is a feature which is seen in type 1 diabetes, because we can predict the onset of diabetes and from there we can follow up. But a type 2 diabetes patient can present at any point of stage to you. So you might be, when you are diagnosed with diabetes, you might be in any stage. So it is very important to undergo urine test and the serum creatine along with ultrasonography of your kidneys at every point whenever you are getting detected with diabetes, and to repeat it every year. So the next important thing is annual transition rates. So no nephropathy stages, usually 2% of them, they progress to microalbuminuria per year, and from microalbuminuria stage, that is incipient stage to overt stage, 2.8% of them they pass per year, and from macroalbuminuria, that is overt proteinuria, to renal replacement therapy or dialysis stage, 2.3. So average, if you take, 5 to 8% of them only will progress in their lifetime to advanced kidney disease. This depends upon your control of glucose. If your glucose control is good, then this is followed. But if you have very poor glucose control, then this might get fasterly progressed, and you can develop overt nephropathy within 5 years, and you can develop end stage renal disease within 10 years. So this is very important. The other important feature is any amount of protein which you are passing is always a risk factor for your heart. So it's very important that you might have heart disease also in addition to kidney disease. So it's very important for every diabetic patient, especially who is passing protein, to check for heart disease, because heart disease is the most common cause of death which can occur at any stage, and this risk increases as your stage progresses.